You'll never catch me, Cash. Don't let him else kill you! This is going to be funny! You killed What's the best? He's dangerous! I'm warning you! I fight dirty! Don't take your eyes off him! Oh, man. What's the best? He's dangerous! Don't let him hit you! Don't let him close! Kill you! Don't take your eyes off him! I'm not coming in without a fight, Arkham! Let's finish this! He's dangerous! Let's finish this! Don't let him close! Kill you! This is dangerous!
You'll never beat me, Joker. I won't let you win.
Of course I was fast.
You hit like a girl. I'm warning you! I fight dirty! Don't take your eyes off it! He's dangerous! Oh! Don't let him hit you! Is he okay? Send in whoever you want. I'll kill them all and leave them smiling. Let's... Oh! Let's finish this. You killed me. That's the best you got. You. Don't let him hit you, you idiot! Let's... I'm not coming in without a fight, Arkham! free, Arkham! Free to do whatever I want, and no one can stop me. I'm out of here, Cash. Do your worst.
The boys can't wake up. Come on.
What do we do now? Fight him now! Here! Joker!
I guess I'm waiting for a dead corpse. A
You'll
corpse
never
with
win,
50
Joker.
bottles on it.
I'll always be
Sure,
here to
makes
stop
sense.
you.
Idiots.
me if you can. Surprise. Him. He disappeared. Oh God, he just vanished. Oh God, I lost him.
I'm gonna enjoy teaching you some manners, Joker. Getting back to his cell.
I don't know why I keep on saying getting back to his cell when I keep on getting shot up by the Arkham guards trying to kill him. Come on, why did you put a corpse in a cell? I guess it's just gonna end up stinking. Come on. I wish you could use Joker on more things. And yeah, just this one video game. Oh yeah, it's fun to use. Yes, I know you. Aha. Oh yeah, and you know what? There's a hidden secret. If only can I find it. I already discovered it. Long wall. Yeah, there's a hidden secret in one of these walls. Behind one of these walls. Anyhow, since there's supposed to be... Hello, whoever else is watching this. Feel free to leave feel free to type in our live chat. Forgot about that. This is Arkham Asylum. It's definitely worth the money. And I can find it in a package with Arkham Knight and Arkham City. And the good thing about it is that it lets you use Joker for some self challenges and the combat challenges. So you're not just limited to Joker. I mean, you're not just limited to Batman. Or I would say some parts of the game aren't as good as like Arkham Knight or Arkham City. Okay, you know, remember this is the first one. That's all cool. Let's see if you stay in that body bag later on. I bet he won't. How do I get out of you? Oh, is that it? How do I get out? Says how. It's taking too long to have a break from this game. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, there's no side missions in this game. Yeah, that's one thing about this game. There's no side missions, only main missions. Only the main mission, I should say. I count, you know, again, this was the first Arkham game in a series, before Arkham Origins even, for Arkham Knight, for Arkham City. So they couldn't make it as good. I thought Arkham City and Arkham Knight had complicated maps. Okay. Yeah, I said I was going to install. I said I was going to install up an Arkham Asylum stream. Yeah, the main drawback of this game is that there's no side missions and you can't pick up enemies' weapons. Like if an enemy's using a baseball bat and they drop it, you can't pick it up. But again, you know, they couldn't make it into the game as good. And this came before the other three. And I do need the map to navigate out of this one building. Oh, good. Oh, I can actually get out this way. Okay, that's how you get out. Yeah, yeah, all the Arkham games are good. Minor exception for Arkham Origins. It wasn't I just didn't like the way it looked as much. It looked out of place. And I just didn't think it was as good as the other three. But then again, it wasn't made by Rocksteady, it was made by WB Montreal. Because Rocksteady was busy working on Arkham Knight. Oh yeah, little detail in Arkham Knight. If go to the top of Rain Tower, which is over there. I think it's that blue building over there. Buildings over there. And you get to the very highest point. Then you look out over here. You can actually see Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and the little fun house where the back goes add-on story happened for the game. So I think that's a nice attention to detail. You can even see how the greenhouse was got all overgrown by poison ivy. And the plants don't even look brand new and all too. You can tell they're old. Oh yeah, creepy thing. I can't show it on this. I can show it right on the save on account. I'll say it later on. But by going here. Oh yeah, good thing about this game. Biggest thing that makes it stand out above all others. It lets you use Joker. It's a playable character. Only downside, you can only use him in challenges. And his big gun only gets one bullet, and he only has one exploding shining teeth. But he does have sunglasses. So his backside actually walk. Okay, how? Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Will all patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation? Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you. When Amadeus Arkham...
I think your staff ain't helping nobody, buddy.
would have believed it's the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center to come. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our most...
This game has 240. This has 5 less than Arkham Knight. 5 less than Arkham Knight. Thanks. Almost out. It's like I'm trying to break out of the prison. I'm just trying to leave, jeez. Come here. Here. How the heck did I get in here? Okay, now I gotta take some complicated route. Okay, so turn right, go forward. Look at the map every 5 seconds. I will be assuming a ton of video games like Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout, GTA, Puddle, and this did this, Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins, Arkham City. Oh, is this? Oh yeah, that's the thing about Arkham Knight. This is actually a playable challenge map. You can revisit this place. I just think that's a nice little thing they added in. Again, it's an app. It's an add-on, I think. Yeah, it is. Like I said, the game's not the it's the best when you have add-ons for it. How do I get out of here? I'm supposed to have gone on the way. I hate trying to figure this stuff out. Finally, I'm out. But one flaw this game has, that's pretty much a major flaw. It's really hard to, unless you're walking around in detective mode, you can't tell the difference between a regular wall and a destructible wall. And well, it does make more sense, and it's a bit more realistic when you think about it. It's a line, it's really annoying.
Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
That's funny. I said it, please. Anyone know where that's from? What line Joker just said was from? Anyone know? Three Stooges. Paging Dr. Fine, paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. I said during one of the Three Stooges episodes. Again, Barry Riddle. Ooh. I thought his Riddle trophies still in this game. They look like actual trophies.
You guys just
That was one of the easy ones.
trying, which is not what I pay you to do. Find everyone now.
Yeah. I'm still reference to Three Stooges though. This is what the Arkham Batmobile originally looked like.
Joker here. Remember, I'm watching all of you. Wherever you are, even you. Yes, you.
Actually pretty small for Joker to say like that and count that it applies to everyone. Not going to be shooting me again. Oh yeah. I was going to show it on my other save, but since the fireworks are going on, you can't really hear it. Now I can hear it good. Just closely listen to it. What the heck? I can't hear it. Ah, yeah, that's one. I knew it was one of the hospital ones. Oh, is this? I'm sure at one point this looked realistic and looked pretty scary, but now it doesn't. It looks like a low-rendered skeleton, but it still looks good. If this was Arkham Knight, it would look much better. That's weird. Arkham Knight, his outfit for the black parts of his outfit looks more navy. In this, it looks black. Can't say it's rain because it's raining in both games. Just, you know, Gotham. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing up, but normally... But normally you can hear something banging on the coffin from the other side when you go to this.
Bat infestation in Joker Asylum. Let me remind everyone that it is their civic duty to exterminate this vermin. We can't have it making its way back to the mainland.
Oh yeah, I just came to see if I can show that. What's the word to make this? And I don't have much.
You'll never catch me.
Now this is what makes this stand out above all the other Arkham games. Bang! You're dead. Now I have so much swagger. This is without any mods or anything. Oh, what? Why is there a timer? What's it showing up? Is this seriously timing me? So I think if you taser 6, get shot. Times with the hands of Joker, who, surprisingly enough, is a bit weak and can't take too many hits. So you know he's not wearing, he's not exactly wearing armor. He's wearing a suit. Best thing he has is his gun, which is one hit kill.
You'll never catch me, Cash.
Oh shoot.
Don't take your eyes off knock him to the ground.
Now you can tell this game isn't as good as Arkham Knight.
I'm warning you, I fight dirty.
Yeah, Joker's definitely a best part of this game. So you can just boom, shoot people. I'm gonna do it once though.
Watch the fist, he's dangerous.
I know, right? Why wouldn't Joker fight dirty? That's not counting as audio? I mean, as dialogue? What is it, sound effect? It's weird. I was trying to do that. Poor guy and execute him. All that to execute him. Big successful. I know. Big pointless too. Oh! Come in, dude. Got the guy in front of me. I thought beat him guy. There's some idiots who just ask what hit me. A brick from outer space. What do you think hit you? A brick from outer space. A Joker hit you. Come on. I mean, really, come on. You're in a fight. Against Joker. Gonna get hit.
Don't take your eyes off him! Watch the fists! He's dangerous! Oh, man. You hit like a girl.
Oh yeah, that Avengers game, isn't they're gonna be adding Spider-Man into that?
That's the best you got.
That's definitely hot. Getting stomped on. Probably won't knock you out though. Okay.
You'll never take me alive!
It's okay, I'll admit it's not the greatest. I mean, the story's not the greatest. And they added Black Panther, which, aside from voice acting, is good. Because, you know, they added him in the Shield. Can't exactly get Chadwick Boseman to do a voice for him, or can they? But story-wise, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. But I just play it so so I can have a Marvel game. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to make an X-Men game. They have a million. Any villain who's superhuman or has any powers of any kind really is immune. Because Magneto would be a big bad. Who I actually think is the best person to have as a big boss for an X-Men game or anything. On account, you know, he controls metal. Pretty much everything's made out of metal. I mean, we have metal on us. He kind of has control over a lot of things. Also, controlling metal also means controlling electromagnetism, meaning electricity. So yeah, it's not like he can just flow around cars or something. You do a bit more than that. Which I don't think people really thought of.
Arkham, free to do whatever I want, and no one can stop me.
I'm pushing one of my Magneto powers. Okay, you know. Right, I really wish this game had more to do. Oh, it's for counterbalance. My man, go.
Take patient interview. Subject has no recorded name. Alias listed as the Joker. In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Is this another one of those boring psych evaluation tests?
No, it's not. So, you're the famous Joker.
In the flesh. So, Doc, do you want me to look at the ink blots again? The first one is a kitten I had when I was a child. The second is, let's see, a dead elephant. The third is a...
Funny. Now let's skip the jokes.
Skip the jokes? Hey, Sharpie, didn't she get my permanent record?
Be quiet, clown.
Every doctor that has ever interviewed you claims a different type of psychosis. Everything from
Yeah, Arkham. I don't know. I don't remember what Arkham City has for it, but Arkham Knight just has picture as uses actually pictures of characters that for the bios and like take characters. Um, but so for Joker he has a gun with a flag on it on, and with his head.
Remains uncooperative. My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
Oh, you make me blush, Doc. I have a girlfriend.
Dr. Quinzel, I know. Seen the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say? I'm a charmer.
Anyway, I thought it would be good to talk about your childhood.
Oh, ever heard of romance, Doc? I don't give up the goods for free. You'll have to try harder.
What are you hiding?
Didn't you hear me? You scratch my back, Doc, and, well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
Tape patient interview 20. Joker is more interesting than I originally believed. When Project Titan is operational, I believe Joker will be the perfect test subject. Good afternoon. Today I thought I'd skip back to our previous
How
conversation.
can I say
Of course.
say what
I was born in a small fishing village.
what Project Titan is?
I always wanted to join the circus, but my father wouldn't really let me.
I don't believe you.
My father was a cop. 1 week from retirement when the mob...
I've seen the movie. What are you scared of?
Scared?
Yes, scared. There's obviously something. Something that made you what you are.
What if I'm too scared to remember? It hurts too much.
Then I can help you. Tape patient interview 20. Joker is more interesting than I originally believed. When Project Titan is operational, I believe Joker... These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Titan is a success. Even my funding worries have been solved after the unexpected donations from Mr. White. The Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure.
Those last two names were the same person, by the way.
These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Titan is a success. Even my funding worries have been solved after the unexpected donations from Mr. White. Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will...
Dr. Young, you ready?
Oh, yes, come in.
You'll hurt my feelings, Doc. Keeping me waiting like that.
Sit down. You can leave.
You sure?
We're fine. Aren't we, Joker?
Oh, yes.
Well, if you insist. I'm just outside, okay?
So is he here? Did your patient X arrive?
Yes, I must say progressing more rapidly than I expected. But enough of that. Let's talk about you.
No. Let's talk more about your Titan project.
My what? How do you...
How do I know you have Bane strapped to a table in the basement while you pump him dry? Would you believe a lucky guess?
I've been a fool. Joker was behind it all. He's Jack White.
Who would have guessed?
He gave me the money, pulled the strings to release Bane. How could I not have seen it? He's been blackmailing me. He has a crazy plan to create an army of monsters. I want out, but... Hello? Hello? Dr. Young's office.
Please hold for Mr. White.
What?
Hello, Doc. We need to talk.
I'm not doing it, Joker. Do you hear me? Wait. How did you get access to a phone?
Oh, yes. Sorry, Doc. Had to split. I hate small, confined spaces. Reminds me of my childhood.
Another lie?
Who knows? I certainly don't, but let's not get distracted with details. So, anyway, I want my monsters.
I sent you back the money. I don't want it.
Do I look like I care about money? I just want my monsters.
Patient Evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died, how you lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
Because the only thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen my work, Miss Cassidy?
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean my tally marks. And I have a space for yours. Do you want to see where?
Taped Patient Evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about the people you killed.
Ah, the zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies. Continuously shuffling through the daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean kill them? The police report states that you've murdered, or liberated if you like, 20 young women in the last 3 months. Each had her throat slit and was left posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy? As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again.
How do you know where
As you sit down on your favorite red chair, cat on lap, just waiting for something to happen.
Okay, now these are just flat.
I can make it happen.
Victor's ass is just weirdo. Just a weirdo.
I am your salvation.
Patient's name is Victor Saz. For the record, the patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor.
Wants to bet that he got killed somehow.
Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
I understand. Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away. The one I chose. I needed the mark. I want the mark!
Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication has been poor.
Touching.
Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today?
Touching.
Victor! This is going nowhere.
Touching.
Guard! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get out. Didn't you hear me?
He's got a knife! Ah! Get a trike in him! Get a trike in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill! He's cutting him! Get him off! Get him off! We need help here!
Victor has been in isolation. Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication has been poor. Victor has been in isolation since the attack on Zagar last week. As I wait for him to be brought up to me, I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims.
Who would have guessed he's a soulless killer? Can't be helped.
I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
What's happening?
Meet Zaz. He broke out of isolation. He's gone.
Oh, God!
Don't worry, Doc. You're in the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh, no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah, do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
Well, she died. There's not much left for me to do in this game. Just fine. Just start up for a bit. So you know what the game looks like. And how and that it just doesn't really have much to do. Aside from the main story. And the weather trophies and all. So don't start the game expecting it to be like Arkham Knight.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isley, November 12th, 11:33 a.m. Good morning, Pamela. How are you today?
Fine. Today is a special day.
What do you mean?
This is the anniversary of my new life. When I found my true self, my destiny.
Are you referring to the event with Dr. Woodrow?
Yes. What else? Of course, at the time I thought Jason had poisoned me. But in retrospect, he did me a huge favor.
And why do you believe what he did has helped you?
He showed me the bigger world. A world I should protect. Of course, my first offer was rejected.
Offer? You tried to kill everyone in Gotham.
Well, sometimes you need to prune back hard in order to make something flourish.
Crazy.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isley, November 14th, 10:21 a.m. Hello, Pamela. Today I'd like to go back to something you said in our last conversation.
Ask me anything you like.
You said your first offer to help Gotham was rejected. How can you possibly believe that?
What do you mean?
You released thousands of poisonous spores into Gotham, killed hundreds of people. How does that help anybody?
I'm not interested in bodies, Doctor. Horrible fleshy sacks walking around destroying my poor babies with their greed and arrogance.
But aren't you one of those fleshy sacks? Were a doctor too. How can you turn your back on us?
Quite easily as it happens. But not you, Stephen. You're different. I feel we have a connection.
Really? You do?
Of course.
Pamela, I got you what you asked for. Do you like it?
Oh yes, Stephen, I love it. Such a beautiful flower. Do you mind if I keep it?
Oh,
I mean...
no, Pamela, I can't leave it. It's against all the rules. I'll just bring it and show it to you when I visit.
But it's me, Stephen. I get so lonely on my own. You wouldn't want me to be lonely, would you?
No, of course not. You keep it. Just don't let anyone see. Really, no one.
You can trust me, Stephen. Thank you. Now give me a kiss.
I can't. People will see.
No one's watching. What's wrong with you? Don't you love me? Call me Ivy.
Of course I love you.
Of course you've been running around.
Where is Dr. Kellerman?
How should I know, Warden? It does seem careless of you to have lost him.
I have no time for your games, Miss Isley. Tell me where you have him. We have security footage of you and him leaving your cell last night.
So?
Do I need to spell it out? We know you hypnotized him, or whatever it is you do. We know he took you somewhere, but conveniently, security cameras across the island were mysteriously covered by leaves and flowers at 3 a.m. Now tell me what he is.
I'm not saying a word unless you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Ivy. Wow, that's such a subtle plan, Ivy. Covering the security cameras with flowers. Who would have guessed that someone would notice? Come on, it's hard to notice.
Where is Dr. Keller? We found him. No thanks to you. The poor man could have died.
So, more than them. You people ignore what is happening in front of your eyes.
I refuse to put the welfare of plants before the welfare of people.
And that is why you will lose. There's more happening than you know, Warden. It's all connected.
We found...
So she should have one more tape. Does anyone want me to play the Riddler tapes? Anyone else? What about that third person watching? Well, if we do eject, anyone, please feel free to eject to it at any point.
21. Patient's name is Edward Nigma, also known as the Riddler. So, Edward, Warden Sharp tells me you've been leaving threatening riddles scrawled on the asylum walls. Again.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless riddles, Dr. Young. May I test you with one?
Very well.
What is it that walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, and finally 3 legs?
A human being. As a baby it crawls on 4 legs, as an adult it walks on 2, and in later years it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all 3 is a baby. True, it crawls on all 4s, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on 2 limbs. Give it a crutch, it can hobble around on 3. You see?
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor.
It's not my baby.
Date interview 39. Patient's name is Edward Nigma. At this point in time, I've yet to decide if Mr. Nigma is a suitable candidate for the Titan process. I'd like to talk about your child.
We're doing much good. He's too weak to begin with.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination with riddles began. I believe discussing those years could explain your compulsive behavior.
Very well. My father hated me. Always called me a moron.
Well, you are, so...
I was determined to prove him wrong. So I entered a contest in school. A $20 prize to the kid who could figure out an almost impossible logic problem. I won, of course.
And that pleased your father?
Hardly. He was convinced I had cheated. He kept yelling, "You must have cheated! Admit it, you moron! You cheated!" I swore I didn't. And he hit me for lying.
I'm sorry to hear that, Edward.
Don't be. He was right.
Patient interview 44.
Then admit it.
This is yet another interview with Edward Nigma. I've yet to make up my mind whether he's a genius or just deluded. Whichever one he is, just being in his company is both irritating and exhausting.
Hello, Miss Young. You look tired.
Yeah.
Anything you need my help with?
You see, I had a fighting game.
No, thank you,
In
Edward.
the Injustice
I'm
games.
here to help you. We all are.
Forgive my arrogance, Doctor, but if you think I need your help, well, you're in the right place.
Let's look at it a different way. Throughout your career, you have specialized in bizarre traps and convoluted clues that more often than not result in the death of the unfortunate participants.
And if the citizens of Gotham were smarter, my games would be merely an amusing diversion.
Instead of death traps.
You really should be thanking me. Weeding out the ignorant, the stupid, the useless. But don't worry, I'm sure you would survive. What a lovely photo on your desk, Doctor. Your family. Mother, perhaps.
Put that down. Get out. Go on. Patient. Let's discuss your obsession with Batman.
Hardly an obsession, Miss Young. I simply feel an obligation to expose him.
You know who he is?
More important, I know what he is.
What do you mean?
It's obvious. The mask, the weapons, the scare tactics.
What's Injustice games?
No different than Joker or Two-Face. Or myself.
Most people consider him a hero.
Most people are idiots. They can't see Batman for the
Oh, you got
villain
really
he
defensive
is.
there.
Riddle me this.
No, from his
Turn a
parents'
blind eye to his
no,
antics.
from a GoFundMe.
Batman bribes him. The answers are right in front of your stupid, gawking face.
Edward, please, calm down.
Wake up, Gotham! No sane, law-abiding man does those things. No one's that selfless. Batman is as vile as they come.
Security! Security!
Wow, he really lost his mind when she bought Batman.
This is my final interview with Edward. I have gone as far as I can. I can no longer tolerate his mood swings and tantrums.
I can tolerate him, period.
He will be transferred to Dr. Whistler's care as of next week.
Good morning, Doctor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Edward.
Honestly, put him down. I'll
always
just
in
have
rare
with a plan
spirits
of
when
what's
I'm
up.
about to be released.
Edward, you know you don't come up for parole for another 3 years.
First thing I'll do is have dinner at that Italian place on 19th Street.
Seriously, Edward.
I only hope Joker hasn't completely trashed the city. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out soon enough.
Wait, have you been in contact with the Joker? He escaped Arkham weeks ago.
And yet, one hears things.
What things? What you heard?
Oh, something about a surprise party for Batman. I forget the rest. You know Joker. Yak, yak, yak.
Edward, if you know anything, you have got to tell me. Lives could be at stake. What did Joker say?
You forget, Doctor. I'm the one who asks the riddles.
Just go into the PlayStation Store and look for Injustice, and it'll show you both games. The first one doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very good at all. The second one looks good. Well, I can broadcast Injustice too. I deleted Injustice, guys, Among Us, because I got bored of it.
Is he here yet? You're kidding me, right? That thing's not a man. My God!
Hello. My name is Dr. Gretchen Whistler. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I hear you, bitch. So when's dinner? I'm getting hungry.
Taped patient session 2. Patient name Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc.
So, is this the part where you try and reason with me? Find out why I did it, Doc.
We're here to help you, Mr. Jones.
You got a cure for me then, Doc?
I don't like this voice of Killer Croc. It doesn't sound like a crocodile or something. It just sounds like some like best person.
Figured as much. So, how about this, Doc? You let me go now, and I won't eat you.
You don't really eat people. It's just an urban myth.
Oh, you think? Keep believing that, Doc.
He eats people.
Sit down and shut up.
You think I'm scared of you, Cash? I've got your scent. You're...
And I've got yours too. Know what? It stinks. Carry on, Doc.
Please don't do that again, Mr. Cash. It's not helping. I'm sorry about that. What can we do if you insist on hospitalizing 3 guards?
Strap on whatever you like, Doc. This thing just tickles. I'm happy to wait here. Wait for the bat. He'll be back, and I'll kill him. And then Cash. Then you.
In your turn. Now get up. Now.
Patient interview, Waylon Jones. Progress has been slow. What happened back in that house?
Just business.
Business? What kind of business practices result in a house full of mutilated corpses?
I don't like having my time wasted. Someone doesn't pay. They need a lesson. They owed me.
So you Cash is in hospital. Reports state that the patient attacked Cash and in the struggle consumed his left hand. Cash is lucky to be alive. He lost a lot of blood.
Me too. I nearly choked on that bony hand of his.
That's disgusting. He could have died.
He's just food to me. And once I get a taste, I want the rest of the meal. You know what I mean.
Get him out of here. Now.
Got your scent too, lady. I'll see you around. Tick tock, tick tock.
Explained by Arkham Knight, he's basically just a giant crocodile wearing pants. Quite the record. It's yellow. 11 feet. Yeah. Wow. He's tall.
Harleen Quinzel.
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now. These are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
That's not exactly the best thing I hear when you apply for a job, now is it?
Interview number 1.
So, I'm your first, aren't I? You know what they say, you never forget your first time. I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to stand out from the crowd, a wicked sense of humor.
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful as you.
Really? You're just playing with me.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me. Care to tell me how these got in my office?
Simple, really. I put them there. Why? You don't like flowers?
I think the guards would be interested to know you've been out of your cell.
Oh, if you really were going to tell, you already would have.
How do you know I haven't already?
Oh, sweet. I like you. I really do. Even your name. Rework it a bit and we get...
Harley Quinn, like the clown. I know, I've heard it before.
It's a name that puts a smile on my face. It makes me think there's someone here I can relate to. Someone who might like to hear my secrets.
Really? Go on.
Not here, my dear. Too many ears and eyes. Come back tonight. I'll be ready for you. He's crazy, you know.
Who? Batman?
No, Santa Claus. Of course, Batman. Always Batman. I've seen it in his eyes. Screaming mad stalkers. And dishonest. Hiding his face behind a fright mask. Well, no masks for me. I have crazy, you know.
Who? Batman?
No, Santa Claus. Of course, Batman. Oh.
I got what you wanted.
You did? I mean, good. How did you smuggle it in? Actually, I don't want to know. So are you ready to stop the evil, murdering bat once and for all?
Of course I am. He needs to pay for what he's done to you.
Give it here, then, quickly.
How'd she get a shotgun in?
Come on, Doc. We've got ourselves a bat to kill.
Doc's outputting. Say hello to your new and improved Harley Quinn.
Oh, this is a good picture for him.
Patient interview 1. Patient was referred to me after the incident with Dr. Murphy. He appears to have suffered a breakdown of sorts. I believe it was brought about after the loss of his wife and child. As yet, the patient has been unable to speak. Continued observation shows little mental activity. It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse.
There's someone in here!
It's him. We found him.
Break down the door!
Note to self, as ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
Step away from Dr. Cole! Now! Get down on the ground!
We found them. Someone get a medic. Oh, God, what's he done to him?
Good ones are unique.
Patient interview 6. Dr. Crane has been back in custody for 3 weeks. Regular questions have been inconclusive. I am not sure he is actually insane.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight?
I'm conducting the session, Jonathan.
Of course. If that helps you cope, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's talk about the events 3 weeks ago. What did you think you'd achieve? Dr. Murphy is still in therapy.
I wanted to understand him. His personal demons, his fears. It's all quite fascinating, really.
Yeah, this is actually a best picture for him.
Were a respected doctor. A brilliant mind. Now just another resident in Arkham.
Can I have a drink? A strong one? This kind of question bores me.
I'm afraid not.
Interesting choice of words, Doctor. Tell me, what are you afraid of?
Patient interview 9. Dr. Crane continues to evade questions. I believe he is quite sane, just evil. He takes no interest in the people he has hurt. His research appears to be the only motivating factor in his life. What is it about fear that drives your obsession?
Fear drives everything, Stephen. Everything. Your life is governed by fear. Every decision you make is a product of that fear.
Don't be ridiculous.
You married your wife. Margaret, isn't it? Because you were scared of dying alone. You have children because you're scared of leaving nothing behind that really matters. You go to the doctors because you're scared of dying. Do I need to go on?
No. I think that will be all for today.
He's actually not entirely wrong.
Today I have another interview with Crane. I cannot say I am looking forward to it. I've been feeling anxious. I don't like to admit it, but I think he's getting to me.
How are you today?
I keep telling you, this is my session.
It was your session, Doctor.
Patient interview?
But not anymore.
Asylum interview?
Okay, Doc. I think... Yes,
Oh, he's fine. Just questioning his grip on reality. You should be doing the same.
Today I have another interview with Crane. I cannot say I am looking forward to it. I've been feeling anxious. I don't like to admit it, but I think he's getting to me.
How are you today?
I keep telling you, this is my session.
It was your session, Doctor. But not anymore.
Are you okay, Doc? I think... Yes,
Oh, he's fine. Just questioning his grip on reality. You should be doing the same any second.
What? Is that you? Wait, what are you doing?
Get off of me. Help!
Oh, that took a turn.
Asylum Interview 1. My experiment is
Huh?
underway. Working alone, I have created my ultimate fear gas. Its potency, a revelation. They're all over me! Please, Daddy. Don't do it! Get away! I have pumped enough gas into the medical center to break 100 minds. It should only be a matter of time before... What?
Give it up. Now!
How are you still standing? How come it's not affecting you?
Who says it's not?
I knew it. What was it like? What have you seen?
Officer Cash, get this formula to the air conditioning system. Now! You failed, Crane. Again. I've been working with Dr. Kellogg on creating an antidote to the toxins in your cologne. He fooled you, Crane. How does that make you feel? Threatened? Humiliated? Scared?
Oh. I think Scarecrow inevitably did better than other people though.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
Who?
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us. As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere. My father fell first, infected by some foul disease. My mother lived on, but only in a dream.
Huh.
I returned to the family home to care
did.
for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Actually, he did worse. He actually set him up to have to deal with getting dosed with more fuel gas.
My journey lasted little over a month. Visiting academics in both Metropolis and Keystone, I was exposed to a wealth of new ideas. I began my day returning home in good spirits, eager to see my wife and family. I ended it kneeling in their blood, broken fragments of my life.
Knew it.
Pouring through dripping red fingers. I returned to my work, but I could not shake the pictures from my mind. I should have been repulsed, but I was more eager than ever to find an explanation for why someone would do this. They brought the animal before me, shameless and barking like a mad dog. For what felt like days, I endured his boasts. He took pleasure recounting his actions, cataloguing his depraved crimes. What should have been revenge turned to pity. This poor dog needed my help. The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future.
Must be looking at the wrong city.
New brick, metal and paint covered old wounds. Fresh blood was injected into the body. Bright new minds came, and all swore to uphold our promises. We all knew we were the ones to fix this city. and the city would thank us. My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty, the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary.
Yep.
As he was subdued,
Maybe he's
he
going to kill someone
screamed
soon.
out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor. Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals cannot be cured. Like dogs, they only respond to discipline. And if that failed, then I was afraid that these accidents would have to continue.
Yeah, accidents, right.
I took a walk around my island. I passed by the penitentiary and felt nauseous at the thought of the filth it contained. I looked out over the Gotham Bay, and in the distance I saw lights. No doubt boats bringing more filthy degenerates to my city. I swore again to protect her from this darkness.
By telling all the
I
inmates?
argued with the latest group of young, eager doctors. They bored me with theories and ideas, proving that they had no theories on how to cure these animals. Only one shared my vision. I offered her the chance to explore her dreams. She accepted. We'll make a good team.
Anyone else noticing something about, like his motives, or just he's going from a good person to just slightly going beneath that? Just watching people getting beat to a stain. Probably gonna saying that was an accident, and that these accidents might keep on happening to other prisoners or inmates, patients, whatever the heck you want to call them. No. Sounds quite right.
The Gotham police dragged a new patient to the island. They said he was responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of the city's vagrants. As I looked at his disgusting body, all scales and teeth, my mind ran free, dreaming of delicious punishments to break this monster.
Yeah, this guy's gone from a good person to pretty much everyone.
Poking it, examining, but only I knew what would cure him, once and for all.
The jail? Death sentence of some sort?
The beast was too strong. His animal savagery nearly cost me my life. I took my frustrations out on a lone patient. His case notes suggested he was a paranoid schizophrenic. His pleas, as I beat him to death, suggested much more. His confessions were illuminating. My path was clear.
Yeah, this guy's definitely gone from an upstanding civilian just trying to protect the city and deal with insomnia Arkham to, I honestly don't know what to describe him. Can't say he's pure evil. It's Quincy Sharp here, so I don't know. But yeah, This guy's not exactly a good person anymore.
Every day I found the patients more distracting. Their insane mutterings and constant twitching disgusted me. There was only one way to cure this evil. Only one way to purify the city and ensure its future.
Can anyone who goes into him go?
Myself.
Can all the patients?
Needed to be ready.
Robo entered though? That it? That's your solution? Or a vampire or something?
I had a sudden pang of conscience. I sought counsel from my priest on the choices I had made. I asked him if it was a sin to kill in order to save a life. The holy man said all life was sacred, but a judgment would not be upon my soul if I acted to save another. I left the confessional with my soul uplifted, convinced more than ever I am doing a service not only to mankind, but to God as well.
Now compare that to this.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham.
Yes.
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
It's only one person.
I watched in silence as he brought in the woman. I had a sudden pang of conscience. I watched in silence as he brought in the woman. Her skin now a venomous green. The wanton creature no longer looked like a human being, much less a woman. The Bible says, "Suffer not a witch to live." Yet he has once again delivered this female atrocity to our care. Once I have dealt with the monster, I think it will be time to see if green wood does, in fact, burn. Sitting in the darkness outside of his cell, I watched the crazed twitching, listened to the disgusting words that came from his mouth. How can I let a dirty animal like this live? He is the cancer I have sworn to protect the city from. Curse me for a fool! How could I not see it until now? The monster had a confederate. I hid in the darkness near his cell, and saw with my own eyes one of the doctors whispering to him. She looked at him through the transparent barrier with tenderness, with, dare I say, desire. My skin crawled with revulsion as she kissed the glass. Fighting the urge to dash the woman's head through the glass, I let her continue. The damnable clown might have shared secrets with her that would be useful once the mad dog has been executed. I'm sure the woman will reveal what she knows to me. If not willingly, then certainly under electronic persuasion. After that, a lobotomy, I think. Unfortunate for one so young. But her lust has put the reputation of Arkham at stake. Yes, a lobotomy. The very thing. There is no other way to ensure her silence in this regrettable matter.
I'm going to be ending the stream now.